Well, what about you, Zabuza? You gonna let him do that?
Be quiet, you fool. Haku's dead. What does it matter?
What? You mean you could just stand there and watch him get treated like a dog? You and Haku were together for years. Doesn't that mean anything?
You don't understand the way of shinobi. I merely used him just as Gato used me.
Huh?
Now it's over. His usefulness is at an end. The loss of his strength and skill, yes, that means something to me. But the boy, nothing.
If you mean that, you're an even bigger rat than I thought. Why, you ungrateful. After everything he did for you, Haku lived for you!
Is there someone who's precious to you?
You were the most important thing in the world to him!
For me, there is only one person who matters, and my purpose is to protect and serve him. And that purpose is what gives me my strength.
And he meant nothing to you? Nothing at all?
The way of shinobi is very difficult for me.
While he was sacrificing everything for you, you never felt anything at all for him?
But I will do anything to see that his dream is fulfilled, even become shinobi if I must.
And if I become stronger, does that mean I'll become as cold-hearted as you are? He threw his life away. And for what? For you and your dream?
I want only to make his dream come true. That is my dream.
You never let him have a dream of his own. But he didn't care.
I was happy.
And you just toss him aside like he was nothing. A broken tool. Man, that's so wrong. So wrong!
You talk too much. Your words cut deep. Deeper than any blade. While he fought you, his heart was breaking in two. You see, Haku was always too soft and too kind. He felt pain and sorrow, and now, curse him, I feel them too. And something else. I feel content that this is the way it ends. Well, cat got your tongue. Are you so surprised to discover that I'm human? Even shinobi are human. No matter how hard we try to escape that simple fact, we always fail. Well, at least, I have failed.
I used to believe that if I just trained harder than Neji, 2 or 3 times harder, I would make myself strong enough. But now, I am not so sure. I do not know if I will ever be able to work hard enough to beat real talent. That is why I'm always taking on Neji. I keep thinking all of my efforts will pay off, but it is always the same. I am no match for him at all. Every time we have a ninja mission, my legs begin shaking. I do not know if I can take it. Sometimes it seems like the whole thing is pointless. Like I'm a loser and I will always be a loser. I do not know what to do.
You're right, all the effort is pointless. If you don't believe in yourself, all I'm saying is that you have the gift of perseverance. And that's what makes you a genius too.
This is stupid. Why do you keep on doing it to yourself? Come on. You're never gonna win against Neji because he's a genius.
A genius, huh? What does that mean, genius? So I was not born with a whole lot of natural talent, not gifted like Neji. But I work hard and I never give up. That is my gift. That is my ninja way. I mean it. I will be a splendid ninja just by using taijutsu and nothing else.
A ninja who can do neither ninjutsu or genjutsu is certainly a rarity. Lee has only his taijutsu to rely on. Some might consider that a disadvantage. But that's what makes him a winner. That way we turned his disadvantage into a blessing. Now he doesn't need those other things to win. Because he's transformed himself into the world's greatest taijutsu specialist.
Out of all the top ʀᴇዀ, I am the best. Fight me and I will prove it to you. You know what? Here is what I believe. There are two different kinds of ninja. Those like you who are born with talent and do not have to work at it. And those like me, the ones who have to train every day of our lives. Now I will prove my point. That hard work beats out natural talent.
Forge ahead to the end. Stick to it, Lee. Make me proud. Be everything you can be.
I will forge ahead, follow my path to the end, and become the ninja I know I can be.
There it is again. I don't understand it. Everybody, even you, my own teacher. Why does everybody look at me like that all of the time? I'm not just a nuisance or some kind of germ, I'm a person too! I am! I'm Naruto Uzumaki, don't forget it! Why would you ever want to steal the nine tails inside of your own son? Do you have any idea what I went through because you did that? All of the grown-ups just looked at me with contempt or with fear, and I couldn't make any friends! I just wanted people to accept me, or at least not hate me, so I trained really hard to become as strong as I could. Then I met Iruka-sensei, Kakashi-sensei, and Pervy Sage, and I was happy because they helped make me stronger. But just when things were looking up, a group called the ʀᴇዀ came after me. So then I had to train even harder than I did before. I got stronger but couldn't stop the ʀᴇዀ from killing my friends. And I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Damn it, am I supposed to be happy or mad? I don't even know! All I ever wanted was to have him keep watching over me. I wanted him to see me become Hokage. But I only showed him the worst, most uncool side of me. I may look strong to you, but all I ever do is mess things up. I act tough because I'm so frustrated. But underneath it all, I just feel like I'm a huge failure.
If you want to ridicule me as a brat swayed by his emotions, go ahead. To accept and adopt Itachi's intention would be childish. The foolish sputtering of those who don't know hatred. If anyone who criticizes my way of life were to come forward, I'd turn around and kill every single one of their loved ones, so that they too could grasp what it's like to experience this hatred of mine.
Just shut up for once. What the heck do you know about it? It's not like you ever had a family in the first place. You were on your own right from the beginning! What makes you think you know anything about it, huh? I'm suffering now because I had those ties. How on earth could you possibly understand what it feels like to lose all that? Over. And over and over. And over. And over and over. And over and over again! Just give up. And let me cut you down already!
What's so funny?
We're all messed up, and you still want to fight?
Damn right! Whatever it takes!
I admit it. That I've lost.
Let it go. You've got to forget about revenge.
What?
Believe me, in this work I've met a lot of guys who feel the way you do. Trust me, for those who follow the path of revenge, it never ends well. You'll only tear yourself apart. And even if you succeed and you get your revenge, what will you have then? Nothing. Emptiness.
Shut up! What makes you think you know anything about it? It's easy for you to talk. You have no idea!
Easy. Just try to calm down.
Maybe if I was to kill the most important people in your life, everyone who's ever meant anything, maybe then I'd listen to you. Because maybe then you'd have some idea how I feel.
It's an interesting theory, but I'm afraid you're a little late to put it to the test. Everyone you're talking about has already been killed. I've been around longer than you have, kid, and I've seen my share of troubles. You're not the only one who knows what it's like to lose somebody. So, it looks like neither of us has led a charmed life exactly, have we? Still, we're not all that bad off. At least you and I have been lucky enough to find new comrades to help fill the void. Anyway, I do know how you feel. With the Chidori, you've been granted a gift of awesome power. It's not a power to be used against your comrades, or to seek vengeance. I think in your heart of hearts, you know what it's for. Okay, end of lecture. You decide whether what I'm saying hits the mark or not.
There is still time. I can feel myself slowly losing consciousness now. I must tell you everything before I say goodbye and we part for good. There is no need to lie anymore. The night I left you, I did everything Danzo and Toby told you I did. I'll show you the entire truth. There's nothing more to say. I have told you the whole truth. I won't have to ever again. I have always lied to you and asked for your forgiveness while keeping you at a distance. Because I wanted to keep you out of this. But now, I think that perhaps you could have changed Father, Mother, and the rest of the Uchiha as well. If I had only come to you from the start, looked straight into your eyes and told you the truth, then I wouldn't have to stand before you as a failure, telling you all of this. But I want to impart at least this much truth to you. You don't ever have to forgive me. And whatever you do from here on out, know this. No matter what, I will love you always.
Jiraiya, this mission of yours will take you right into the lion's den.
Well then, I think I better get going.
Please come back alive, Jiraiya. If I were to lose you too, then I don't know.
Are you saying you'd cry for me? I'm glad to hear it. But I doubt it would be like the time that Don died, right?
You idiot.
Say, how about making a bet with me? You gamble everything on me dying. After all, Tsunade, you always lose your bets. Isn't that right? Promise me, if I do actually manage to make it back alive. I'm only kidding, Tsunade. You know, I'm grateful to you. Rejection makes a man stronger. I believe that you can't call yourself a real man unless you can laugh off all the bad stuff that happens to you. Or at least use it as writing material.
So a man's only job is to be strong?
Kind of, but that isn't the entire story. Basically, the pursuit of happiness isn't for us.
Stop trying to act so cool. If there weren't any women around, there would be no rejection either.
Well, you have a point. In the shinobi world, it's not how you live, it's how you die. The shinobi's life is not measured by how they live, but
Rather, it's measured by what they managed to accomplish before their death. And looking back, my life has really been full of nothing but failure. Continually rejected by Tsunade, unable to stop my friend, and unable to protect either my student or my mentor. Compared to the great and celebrated deeds of the Hokage, my actions are trifling, insignificant things indeed. I wish that I could have died like each of the Hokage. A tale is only as good as its final turn of events, the plot twist. And mistakes are an important part of the plot too. I've lived my life always believing that the lessons I learned are what honed me. I swore I'd accomplish a deed so great that it would obliterate all my failures. I'd die a splendid shinobi. At least that's how it was supposed to go. But this, my plot twist, my tale ending like this. The great Lord Elder prophesies that I would be the one to guide a revolution. A person who will make a great choice that will bring either peace or destruction to the world of the shinobi. I thought I would defeat pain, stop the ʀᴇʰ, and save the world from destruction. But in the end, I failed that too. How pitiful, how sad that this will be the ending twist to the tale of Jiraiya the Gallant. What a worthless story it turned out to be.
You asked me why I'm doing all this. But even if I told you why, I doubt very strongly that the knowledge would change anything at all. But let's say that I take the time to explain it to you. What do you think would happen then?
I have nothing to say to you.
My goal is to fulfill the dream even Jiraiya Sensei was unable to achieve. As I said earlier, what I want is to create peace and bring about justice.
Create peace? Justice? Are you kidding? Give me a break! You killed my master! And my sensei! Hurt my friends! Destroyed my village! After all of the horrible things that you've done, don't you dare talk about peace and justice!
Then tell me, what is your goal?
First I'm gonna kill you! And then I'm gonna bring peace to the ninja world!
I see. That is noble of you. That would be justice. However, what about my family? My friends? My village? They suffered the same fate as this village at the hands of you, Hidden Leaf Ninja. How is it fair to let only you people preach about peace and justice?
What the hell are you talking about?
Once, the land of fire and the Hidden Leaf had grown too big. To protect their national interests, they forced feudal clans to wage war against each other, and profited from it. Otherwise, the people of the villages would have starved. As it happened, our little nation and its villages became the battlefield where the great nations waged their war. Each time they did, our nation was ravaged and laid to waste. After many such battles, the great nation stabilized, but our small nation suffered, and it barely recovered. You and I are both seeking the very same thing. We both want to achieve the peace that Jiraiya Sensei envisioned. You and I are the same. We're both motivated by our desire for peace and justice. The justice that I have delivered against the Leaf Village is no different from what you are trying to do to me. Everyone feels the same pain in losing something dear. You and I have both experienced that pain. You strive for your justice, and I strive for mine. We're both just ordinary men, who have been driven to seek vengeance in the name of justice. And if one comes to call vengeance justice, such justice will only bring further vengeance and trigger a vicious cycle of hatred. Right now we live in such a cycle. I know the past and can foretell our future. It is the same as our history. So we believe that human beings simply cannot understand each other, and they never will. The shinobi world of ours is ruled by hatred, and hatred alone.
She decided to die at the hands of someone she loved, to protect the hidden leaf. No matter what words you say, to me the you who could not protect Rin is an imposter. To me, Rin is someone not meant to die. So the dead Rin is also an imposter. Rin is only Rin alive. The shinobi system, the village, shinobi themselves, they created these circumstances. What caused me to despair is this world itself, this counterfeit world. Look at me! There's nothing in my heart. I don't feel pain any longer. There's no need to feel guilty, Kakashi. This hole was opened up by this world of hell. I only had pain inside here before, but really, what's the meaning in that? So I abandoned it all. Meanwhile, you have suffered all this time. That means grave, and mine as well.
But then, a single shinobi from the Hidden Leaf Village stopped me. He cried for me. I was his enemy, yet still he cried for me. And he called me his friend, even though we had battled. He saved me. We were on different sides, but we were both ģɪᴛ괌 Between those who have experienced the same pain, there can be no hate. There are no enemies here now, because each one of us bears the pain of having been hurt by the ʀᴇᴜ. Now there is only Shinobi. The friend I spoke of who saved me is the target of our enemy. If he falls into their hands, our world's finished. I want to protect my friend, and I want to protect this entire world. I am too young and inexperienced to do that. So I ask you, all of you, please lend me your strength for this fight. I must clear my own path. And perhaps then, the day'll come when I can be like him.
Wake up to reality. Nothing ever goes as planned in this accursed world. The longer you live, the more you will realize that the only things that truly exist in this reality are merely pain, suffering, and futility. Listen, everywhere you look in this world, wherever there is light, there will always be shadows to be found as well. As long as there is a concept of victors, the vanquished will also exist. The selfish intent of wanting to preserve peace initiates wars, and hatred is born in order to protect love,
There are nexuses, causal relationships that cannot be separated.
Why would you ever want to steal the Nine Tails inside of your own son? Do you have any idea what I went through because you did that? All of the grown-ups just looked at me with contempt or with fear, and I couldn't make any friends. I just wanted people to accept me, or at least not hate me, so I trained really hard to become as strong as I could. Then I met Iruka-sensei, Kakashi-sensei, and Pervy Sage, and I was happy because they helped make me stronger. Just when things were looking up, a group called the ʀᴇᴜ came after me. So then I had to train even harder than I did before. I got stronger, but couldn't stop the ʀᴇᴜ from killing my friends. And I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Damn it, am I supposed to be happy or mad? I don't even know.
Happy birthday, Naruto. You've really become a splendid young man. You know that?